one news story that I need to start with, because when I saw it, I almost filled with joy. But for the wrong reasons. I know we're trying to be all positive vibes in the world, but it's the Djokovic balls to the throat gate. Ballgate, throatgate, smashgate, umpiregate, whatever you want to call it. Stick a gate in the end, it becomes headline news. Djokovic disqualified for rattling his ball after the throat of an umpire. Now, hearing that alone would shock you, and you'd be right to be shocked. It came up on the phone, Sky Sports, breaking news. I went, here we go, please be a signing. Djokovic has been disqualified. I thought, he's got the Rona. You know, he's been jagging his arse. He's tested positive for the roids. They've taken him in. He's served a ball, served an ace, 200 kilometres an hour. It's stuck in the wall at the back. Hawkeye is blown up because it can't track a ball that fast. They've taken him into the dressing rooms. They've dropped his drawers and he's got a pin cushion for an arse. He's on the roids, disqualified. Not the case. Not the case. Because what's happened is, Mr. Djokovic has rattled his balls off the throat. Off the throat. You shouldn't laugh, but at the same time, you should laugh. Because you know why? It's fucking funny. That's why. Let's clear that up now as well. You can laugh at people's physical misfortune and still feel sorry for them. Do I feel sorry for the woman? No, I don't. But we'll get on to that in a minute. Is it funny she got rattled in the throat with a bollock? No, a bollock. A ball. Yes, it is funny. She also went down as if she'd been shot 14 times. Which in the current climate is not the best thing to be doing. To fake that kind of stuff. So, you may have seen this, you may not have seen it. If you haven't seen it, you've been living in a goddamn cave. Djokovic, who I don't particularly like, disqualified. Look at that poor woman. Look at her. Oh, in the name of God, I took it right into the throat. I took it right to the throat. Long story short, Djokovic in the US Open has hit a ball. And it is... The umpire has taken it. Is she a linesman? A lineswoman? A lines lady? A lines person? A linesman? The linesman, who happens to be a woman, has taken the ball right in the kiss, right in the throat, right in the gullet. And no, she goes down, hey, when there's blame, there's a claim. And she is doing everything that she can to make sure this woman gets some fucking combo out of this. Now, this image is a still of the video, right? I don't have the video to play. I probably should have got it, but I can't now. You can see the ball circled in red, and it is flying towards her throat. Flying towards the woman's throat. She's standing there, hands behind the back, legs shoulder width apart. Perfect. Let's just say that as well. You know, give her credit. Absolute textbook linesman stance there. From the good lady. Textbook. You can't take that away from you, you know? Legs shoulder width apart, hands behind the back, concentrating, ready to go, waiting for the next point to happen, and then out of the blue, bang! Ball in the throat. She's not expecting it. She's not expecting it. Now, here's where it gets interesting, right? Here's where it gets interesting. On two fronts. Now, let me say, first of all, Djokovic, I'm not a fan of him. For me, and this might split the camp, and some of you may think, big man, you're talking through a hole in your arse. This is the world that we live in, and the world is beautiful because you can have different opinions to people, right? We need to get back to the point where you can have a completely opposite view, a different opinion from someone, but still have a conversation and still continue to be friends or continue the conversation on. We have come too far of the other side of that where if you say one thing and someone else disagrees with you, how dare you? And they're off and you're blocked. They don't want anything to do with you anymore. You're branded as, oh, it's this bastard, the man. We need to get back to being able to speak. This is why social media is the most damaging thing that's ever happened to the human race. Oh, maybe right, overpopulation, deforestation, the introduction of the orange Kit Kat because it killed the orangutans. But what I'm saying is social media is the most damaging thing to people because it allows you to collate a little group of like-minded fuck nuggets who just go, oh, that's terrible, Sandra, but it's happened to you in the Waynes. So it is. I went into this place and they charged me, oh my God. And you just have the exact same people who have the same views as you and you see the same shit every day instead of having opposites of opinion. Now, how I've gone off on that tangent, I don't know, but let's bring it back into Djokovic. So, not a fan. And I class him in the same camp as Messi, who I'm also not a fan of. Oh, dear God, I can hear you turning off now. For me, he's not the GOAT. He's a very naughty boy. Djokovic and Messi are in the same category of sportsmen, and let me explain to you, both of them are so incredibly talented, naturally gifted at their sport, that for me, watching them, there is no theatre, there's no drama. Both of them, Djokovic and Messi. You watch Djokovic play tennis, it is robotic. You sometimes watch him play tennis, you could be watching CGI. I could be watching a heavily orchestrated training video. Right? You watch Messi playing football, the same thing. I could be watching CGI. You know, there is no emotion in them. There's no real drama. Now, yes, you can argue the points they play, the goals they'll score. My God, it's dramatic. But what I mean is, I feel as if there's no soul in them. You know, there's no fire. Right? So that's why I'm not a fan of Djokovic. So when he came out being disqualified, I thought, lovely jubbly, I'll look into this. And then to find out that he's rattled a ball off somebody's throat, even better. Now, the plot does thicken. Because previously, Djokovic apparently has a history for this, which I didn't know. I didn't know there was such skullduggery going on in the world of tennis. Now, it seems as though the rules of tennis are very, what's the word? Very innuendo heavy. And one of the rules of tennis is that you must be in control of your balls at all time. That's what she said. Now, that stands for all of us in any walk of life. You must be in control of your balls at all time. And a professional tennis player of Djokovic's standing cannot, for example, just hit the ball willy-nilly. So, he couldn't turn around, smash it into the crowd. He couldn't just smash it off the side court. He has to be looking where he's placing the ball and be in control of the ball at all times. Now, Djokovic apparently has done this in the past quite a lot, where he will play shots by it. You may have seen it when tennis players will call for like 3 balls and they find a ball they like and they stick one up beside their shots and then they throw one back. You will notice that they almost drop it along the floor, right? Drop the ball, knock along the floor. We've also seen the very famous video of the young ball boy collecting the ball and then running smack head first into the fucking ball. There is, and I've said this before, there is nothing funnier than physical pain. Not physical pain as, and you know, like somebody, oh, did you see that video of the guy get his arm cut off? What a laugh. Not that. You've been framed style. Physical. If somebody can, I've said it before, man, I don't care how good you are. You know, even for me, Billy Connolly, the greatest that's ever been. Richard Pryor, one of the greatest that's ever been. Any one of those men's routines will not move you to tears as much as someone walking into a shop window, smacking their face off something. It just won't, you know. And that young boy running head first into those advertising boards was absolutely spectacular. So, get back to the point with Djokovic. Stop graphing tangents. They have to knock the ball if they're giving it to a ball boy or if they're giving the ball back and they're not going to use it. They still have to look and be in control of it. So apparently Djokovic has a history of just smashing his balls willy-nilly. Now, he was questioned about this in a press conference in a previous tournament. Again, when you start to see all this stuff, you go, tennis is quite exciting. Not exciting enough that you would actually watch it outside of Wimbledon. And again, you only watch Wimbledon because there's no football on. So, you know, and as the MLS gets better, Wimbledon can go take a fuck to itself. But he was, this was brought up in a press conference. He was asked about it. If he thought that he was endangering people, or if he felt as if he was going to be suspended or disqualified for it. And famously, the video ends with him going, you know, well, let's see what happens, or whatever. And then fast forward to the next tournament, and you're fucking disqualified, yeah, dick. Now, the plot thickens even further when an image apparently appeared of the woman who... I'm so sorry about my throat today. The woman who is the linesman who's been hit in the throat. Look at her. That is a proper Karen moment, right? That to me says not only is there fuck all wrong with her, but she knows herself that she is completely at it. Now, if you watch the video, and you'll get it on Twitter, when the ball hits her, she makes a sound. It's like a fake shock. Like, you know that way when you're almost dummy fighting and you want to pretend that you're hurt, so you kind of go, like, or you're scared. That's the kind of noise. The ball hits her throat, right? The ball hits her throat. I mean, of all of all the places you can get hit, your bollocks obviously is the one you don't want. There's a couple of good videos on YouTube of tennis umpires getting smacked in the nuts with the ball, right? Some of them are beautiful, man. There's one when the guy plays this beautiful backhand in the court, and it must hit his balls at about 40 miles an hour, but it just goes, it just, his balls absorb the impact, and then the ball just falls straight. But to get hit in the throat, if you've ever been hit in the throat, it's a shock. It's a shock to the system. You know? It's like, shaklack it. You don't know how, you can't defend that, right? You're coughing, your defences are doing, you're immediately going to attack because you don't know where that's came from. Can you imagine? Now, once a bee, I think it was a bee, it could have been a wasp, but the weight of it felt like a bee. A bee flew into my forehead once at full pelt, and I tell you what, man, you know, I was feeling that for days. That shocked me. You took me at my stride. I think on impact I went, "You couldn't," and I didn't know what was happening. I didn't know if somebody was throwing something at me. You know, I was disorientated. I was like, "I'm under attack. Should be run." I didn't know what was going on. It's a bee. It's a bee, right? Don't know if the bee died. I'd imagine so. He'd butt at full flight. So, for a ball to catch you full force in the gullet, right in the windpipe, it's going to be a far bigger reaction, surely, than what was played out live from the woman going down. It's a kind of, and then she starts to go down against the wall very slowly, again as if she's been shot. And then Djokovic obviously starts to realise exactly what's happened, and he panics. Let me get that first image, right? So this is the fucking woman. This is the woman on the gun. Got her mask on, social distance. I would also draw your attention to the large double knot on those trainers. Now, I don't know if she is handicapped, but that's quite a big loop on there. So I don't know who's tied those shoes for her, but again, you can see in the throat, she is, she is not happy at all. But that is her going down as it first hits her. A kind of motion of, oh no, my throat. Being helped to her feet. Again, you can see her actioning as if, I'm okay. Djokovic just get the hand around the neck as if, listen, you fucking cow. If you cost me this game, I'm going to come back out of that over and I'm going to go absolutely fucking mental. Now, she knows for a fact. I think everybody must know that she's fine. If you get hit in the throat with a ball and it is as bad as she made out, you would probably vomit. You know, or you'd be spitting up, or at least your eyes be watering. Absolute steely look. And this is the next image that I will show you. that for me completely demonstrates that she is at the bam up, and it is this one. Look at the look. Look at that look she gives him. That look to me says, you're fucked, son. Either you're fucked financially, as in there's a fucking claim getting in here, Djokovic, or you're getting punted out this game. Now, the plot itself, or this storyline, thickens even further when we actually find out that the woman who is the umpire. Wait till I find it. I've got too many goddamn pictures here. Oh, I can't find it now. No, I can't find it. Sorry, team, I can't find it. There's actually a picture of her at Wimbledon as a fan. She's in the gantry watching the game, and Federer is playing Djokovic, and Federer is winning, and the image is of her giving Djokovic the finger, right? Now, obviously, she would say it's 1 point away, but she's like, fuck you, Djokovic. So if that is the same woman, one, what are the chances that somebody is able to find a picture of her in Wimbledon giving him the finger? What are the chances that has happened? And then how much is her hated? No, I just don't like the guy because I don't particularly enjoy his tennis. I'm not going to then train to become a linesman, work my way up through the ranks till I get to be involved in the umpiring team for an international tournament, to then hope that I'm in a position where I can take a stray ball in the throat, then to go, fuck you, cunt, you're disqualified. I mean, if that is the same woman, you have got to admire her dedication to the cause, to train, to put herself through that, and then be in a position to go, as soon as this, yeah, do you think she's in, like, the umpire rooms, just smoking a massive fag, huge heat on it. Somehow the ash is defying gravity. She looks like that type of woman. Pint of heavy, smokes a fag to the beef. Just sitting in that umpire's room, constant cigarette. Never see her light a cigarette, but there's just a constant fag on the go. I tell you something, man. See that Djokovic with his stray balls? I've fucking had enough of it. If my name gets pulled out of that hat for that US Open, I tell you something. See if any one of they boys come near me, I'm fucking putting my windpipe behind it. I'm going down and the cunts get off. The cunts get off. I like to think that is a dedication to the cause. I do like to think that. But who knows? I mean, that is just a beautiful image, isn't it? It sums her up. Opportunistic, I suppose, in a way, to go down heavy. And Djokovic is just like, I've fucking blown it. Would it not have been better if she'd taken that to the throat and just never flinched, never even moved? Never made a sound. Professional tennis player, bang. Right off the throat, right off the windpipe, don't even move. And then when he comes over to apologise, as he would do, because he's a soft sack of shit, you just lean in and go, I'll fucking see you in the dressing room. That would have been a much better way to have dealt with it than to have just gone down like a sack of spuds with your perfect sneakers. I wonder if the umpires get like brand new kicks. I wonder if they all get a new pair of trainers. You've never seen an umpire with a pair of dirty trainers, have you? At Wimbledon or a ball boy or anything. I wonder if they all get a new pair of trainers. Take up the road. Who knows? But I imagine Djokovic will be back. I don't think he will be too deterred. Possibly he will keep his balls in check from now on, and maybe we will see this umpire, this Karen, whatever her name is. She's no a Sandra. She's too much of a cow to be a Sandra. A Sandra's a bit, a difficult lassie, but she's got a heart of gold. This woman, she looks like a Karen. I'm going to say it. It's the short hair. It's the lesbian buzz cut. Makes her look a bit rough. That's what I'm saying. I'm sure she'll be back. Either with a throat guard or a solid neck. She's maybe going to go away, Got a couple of tins of paint and let a belt round the neck and do some neck workouts so that if she comes back and Djokovic tries it again, just ding, it'll just bounce off her throat. Who knows? Lesson to learn for this, kids: always be in control of your balls. Always.